USA. Welcome to Flag Stewards, Be a Stud Citizen. Reminders from our flag for Monday, February 8th of 2021. Yes, the day after the Super Bowl. Alrighty. Where's our flag, the U.S. flag at the half-staff today? Well, we have no new half-staffs, but we have continuing half-staffs in Idaho, New Mexico, Illinois, and Pennsylvania. And clicking on the link below, you can find out the details of those half-staffs and their honorees. And that's so that you have your school, business, or home have its flag at the right position. That's why we start off every day with that information for you. All right, so here we go. Today's historical moment from our flag. A sad time in American history. In an effort to save American Indians, meaning Native Americans, from being killed off and helping them to adjust to being more like European Americans. That's what U.S. Senator Henry Dawes and Alice Fletcher said when they wrote and pushed through the Congress the Dawes Act of 1887. That's right, you see a picture of it below. The act, or law, was passed on February 8th of 1887, and it provided tax-free land to the indigenous people, meaning the Native Americans, so they could learn to live off the land. Well, this maybe sounded good in theory, but whatever it is they did to research and understand the Native American culture, they didn't do a good job, because unfortunately this plan and law backfired. It turned out to be a land grab from the Native Americans, who ended up losing 92 million of 138 million acres that they owned and called their communal lands before the Dawes Act. Yeah, that's right. It's a sad, tragic event in American history, and we have some of those. And sometimes we got to spend some time recalling our errors, recalling our bad ways, our mistakes, and hopefully we learn from them. And I don't know if we ever recovered or fully learned from it, but we are marching forward nonetheless. And here's an enlightening quote about that time. So here's Alice Fletcher, who was one of the persons who pushed through that legislation. The Indian, meaning the Native American, may now become a free man, free from the thraldom of the tribe, free from the domination of the reservation system, free to enter into the body of our citizens. This bill may therefore be considered as the Magna Carta of the Indians of our country. Yeah, that's how boastful Alice was and how badly it all backfired. They weren't free men. They weren't free from the work they had to do with their tribe. They weren't free from the domination of a reservation system. It only got worse. So the Dawes Act, as viewed from the Indians or the Native Americans, was looked at this way by Charlotte Black Elk. The Dawes Act was a way to break up the whole tribal structure of the Native American nations. Instead of saying you are a group of people, all of a sudden you are individual landowners. You are Americans. It's not what they wanted to be. And so it was designed to break up community, to civilize people, make us farmers, and also break up our tribal structure. And that it did, and it's been a heck of a time of recovery since. All right, so let's finish up with some fun from our flag, as we usually do, because, hey, America is a fun place, even on this sad, tragic event we're remembering. Here's a cold, eye-opening joke aimed at a sad part of our American heritage. So why do Native Americans dislike the month of April? It's kind of a jab back at us, really. Us Anglo-Saxons, so to speak. Well, as the old saying goes, April showers bring Mayflowers, and Mayflowers bring white people to take over their lands. That is a pretty good jab. All right, and what is vegetarian called by Native Americans? Well, a vegetarian is a bad hunter, of course. All right. Now it's time to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Students across America, at school or at home, understanding of a major American mistake, the Dawes Act, and the need for us to do better for each other. Please unite and recite the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. Thanks for being part of today's U.S. Flag Tribute. This is Sean Sweeney, a fellow Flag Steward, founder of Flag Steward, signing off with Go Out and Be a Stud Citizen. That means being awesome, good to each other citizen. Keep America beautiful. And remember, in God we trust.